Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Ironman, where I'm attempting to earn every piece of gear in game from the weakest all the way up to the strongest in order. Currently I'm working on the ranged skill once again because it has a much simpler progression in comparison to the melee tree, which has an ungodly amount of weapons in it. I still haven't even finished editing the entire list, but I am working on it. Anyway, let's not waste too much time here. I hope you enjoy and let's get started. Okay, we're starting off right where I left it last time, and we're working on the snakeskin grind, and luckily enough we actually did get a goat tuber, which kind of gives a bit more purpose to this entire grind, because realistically I could have unlocked Fossil Island. I actually underestimated how close I was already to unlocking it. I remember having higher requirements, but anyway, we did get a goat tuber, which is actually worth 1.3 mil right now, and not that that's too related, but it is used in an achievement diary, so at least this has a point that way. Now what we need to do for the diary is to actually exchange my machete for either a red topaz machete or I think an opal or jade machete. Unfortunately, I don't actually have the gems right now, which means I either need to mine them or get them some other way, which means I need to do Shiloh village at the very least, but I'm probably just going to hold on to this for now. And once again, I don't know why it takes so many to create. It took 12 snakeskin to make the chaps, which is way more than any other item. But anyway, there we go. We got another gear upgrade. There is the snakeskin chaps, looking pretty damn cool. We'll get rid of those Clue Hunter trousers for now, although we can go get them back pretty easily if necessary. Well, that's a little cheeky. There's another goat tuber. I'll be happy if this is a main account, but well, don't really have a use for two of them. I think I may end up just actually eating it, even though it's about a 10 HP heal and 50% run energy restore for about 1.3 mil. Okay, we're gonna actually eat our goat tuber here. There we go. I want to stay here a bit longer because we need a few more snakeskin hides and we can finally be done with this place. There is the final snake. That was a lot longer than I imagined. I think overall about 3 or 4 hours to get enough snakeskin for the full armor set. Actually, not even. I'm not gonna get the snakeskin van braces till later. Want to make sure we don't mess this one up, but there it is, 55 crafting experience for all of that effort. Wow. And that is another gear upgrade, a really important one now as well, because the next piece of armor we can upgrade to is the green d'hide armor set, which is very easy to obtain compared to the snakeskin. I can just go ahead and buy it from the store once we've done Dragon Slayer at least. Well, since I'm in the area, well, not actually, but I came back here, we're going to go ahead and do the Shiloh village quest. A couple reasons here. One is I still have a goat tuber, which I want to get rid of eventually, but I just can't drop it. It honestly could be like a 1 or 2 hour grind at another time, so I might as well deal with it now. And secondly, Shiloh village actually will provide me with another gear upgrade. I'll let you guess what it is. Okay, well, you didn't have much time to think about that. It is actually the Beads of the Dead. They provide a very minimal ranged attack bonus, but it is actually the weakest ranged amulet in the entire game, being a quest item, but I will happily take it, and we're probably going to be keeping it for quite a little while now. Actually, we're looking pretty cool now. Not ironically, I think we look pretty dope with the Beads of the Dead. Everything kind of fits together. And that is going to be it for the Shiloh village quest, a bit of crafting experience and a few quest points. Mainly the gear upgrade, as well as we're going to have access to the gem rocks and Shiloh village. I swear you get a lot more genies at the beginning of your account, because I've been getting them like a couple times a day, it feels like. But anyway, there's another one. We're going to be chucking that into Herblore. Herblore is a skill I'm going to start working on next. That should actually get me a Herblore level, and there's level 10. But for the ranged tech tree, I actually need to get mid 40s, and the reason for that is the Guam tar, the marital tar, is in the ranged ammunition category. Now, because of that, I'm going to actually do the Zogre Flesh Eater quest. Going to be useful for a few other reasons, but mainly it will give me 2,000 Herblore experience. I really need to get as much Herblore experience as possible from quests, as training it on an Ultimate Ironman can be a pain. My plan right now is to do as many quests as I can now, and then at level 30 we can do Edgar's Ruse as well as Myram's Big Adventure for a boost of 22,000 Herblore experience. I am really out of room here. This quest is pretty inventory restrictive. I don't even know what I can drop here. And it kind of stresses me out not having at least one inventory slot available, because I feel like things are going to get destroyed by accident or things are going to get dropped on the ground and I'm not going to notice. Okay, one other benefit from this quest is we will now have access to the Ogre composite bow, which we can go ahead and make right now, I believe. Now for the ogre comp bow, I think we just need an achy tree log, which we can turn into an unstrung comp bow. And from there we just string it, and that is going to be it. There is another gear upgrade. I don't foresee myself using it too much, as the arrows have to be created by hand, which is kind of a pain. But damn, that's a really cool looking bow. I kind of wish we could use that. Now as part of this quest, they actually gave me some super restores, which I was hoping to maybe keep for a later quest, but apparently it drains your prayer very quickly, so we're going to use them here. The disease effect is kind of annoying, but honestly, for me it's not that big a deal. It was a little bit close, but we had no problem doing it. And that was going to be it for the Zogre Flesh Eater quest. 1 quest point, 2k ranged, fletching, and most importantly Herblore, getting us all the way up to level 17 Herblore, which is a nice boost early on, and up to a total level of 850. Things are progressing very nicely. I always knew one day I would be back in the flax fields. Do we ever really leave the flax field? Well, next up here I need to train my fletching skill, and we need to get it all the way to 51, and that is because there is an item called a Barbed bolt, and it is a very weak ranged ammunition item, yet it takes level 51 fletching to make. I don't know, it's weird. So I had an idea. I would come to Sears Village, pick flax, run it up to the spinning wheel, and then come chop some trees. I would fletch them into unstrung bows, fletch them into strung bows, and then drop them. And the fletching rate was okay, however, it was a lot more click intensive than just chopping trees and turning them into unstrung bows. I think this may not actually be worth it. Okay, we kind of gave up on that. I think just chopping trees and turning them into unstrung bows is probably better and way more AFK, so I think that's kind of worth it that way. At this rate, it's actually going to take a fair amount of time to get to 51 fletching. We're only getting around like 12 to 15k fletching experience an hour. The big bottleneck here, I think, is my steel axe. So I think it may actually take some time to go upgrade it, because at this rate, it's going to take maybe 6 or 7 hours, which I think is way too long, as well as we'll get higher woodcutting experience, so I think it's worth upgrading now. Yeah, well, there we go. There's the mithril axe. We came back here to the tree spirits because they have a chance of dropping almost every tier of axe. I think we may actually stay a bit longer to try to get the rune axe. Hey, there we go. We got pretty lucky on that one. Only about 10 kills and we got the rune axe. I think it's a 1 in 30 drop rate, so it's a pretty good way to get the rune axe. However, again, no experience here, which is really weird. Okay, there is level 51 fletching. Things really sped up with the rune axe, so that was definitely a good time investment. Okay, now 51 fletching, yes, kind of annoying just to do for the barbed bolt. However, I will use fletching levels in the future for making bows, so it's really not any time wasted. Okay, the ranging guild is where I need to go, because you actually need to compete in the mini games here to be able to purchase barbed bolts. I've never done anything in here before, so I'm kind of excited, maybe. Now, I can't say I'm up to date on the meta for collecting ranging guild tickets, but I think this is probably the quickest way, and what I want to do is gather maybe 100 of the barbed bolts, because that is actually going to be my best in slot ammunition for when I take on Dragon Slayer, because I need a crossbow, and the only other option is bronze bolts, so I might as well get the barbed bolts, I guess. Okay, there we go. We got about 300 tickets, and it looks like we can only afford 60 of them, but I think that should be fine because they should be picked up by our accumulator anyway. Okay, and I think all I need to do now is attach them to regular bronze bolts, and then we'll have a new gear upgrade here. We'll go ahead and buy a few from the shop here, and we'll combine them together. That is the first time I've ever made barbed bolts, and actually a pretty decent amount of fletching experience. Can't complain about that one. Now, like I said, these are marginally stronger than bronze bolts. Not much to say there because the bronze bolts are terrible. They are vastly weaker than iron bolts, just because I think they're free to play maybe. Okay, so now we're going to actually work on the Dragon Slayer quest, and the only other gear item I need for that is the anti-dragonfire shield, which luckily is extremely weak, and we can go ahead and tech up the melee tree slightly here. First up here, we just need the training shield, so that is another gear upgrade. Okay, the next shield upgrade is a wooden shield. Luckily, there's just one just a bit north of the Varrock Palace. Okay, after that, we need the bronze square shield and then the bronze kite shield. And I don't know why I didn't just bring more bronze bars. I guess I forgot that things take more than one. And we're back again. There is the bronze kite shield. And as a side note, I actually got 50 magic just from teleporting. Okay, so now we're actually going to create the iron crossbow. It took a little while to get all of the items required, but there we go. That is another gear upgrade, and just in time too, because we are going to need that to take on Elvarg. This is our dragon slaying gear. We have an iron crossbow and barbed bronze bolts. We're so fucked. Okay, I decided to go get a looting bag because I wanted to go ahead and clear up a bit of inventory spaces. Okay, we're starting off the Dragon Slayer questline. The main reason we're doing it now is we need to unlock a green d'hide, which is our next big upgrade, as well as the defense experience will be extremely good. Okay, now that we have started Dragon Slayer, we now have access to the anti-dragon fire shield, which granted is actually kind of useful. The main reason is it doesn't weigh that much and it doesn't reduce your ranging attack by any amount. But that is our completed gear for Elvarg, looking really bad. We are just finishing up Melzar's maze. Now, if I can't kill Elvarg with this gear, I don't even know, I guess I could go mage it. I think it should be possible. I mean, Elvarg is hard for a free-to-play boss, but pretty easy comparatively. Okay, why is my prayer draining so quickly? Is there actually a prayer draining mechanic here? Because I am getting wrecked. Oh man, okay, I don't actually know if I can do this. After like 20 seconds, my prayer is almost entirely drained. I never knew of a prayer draining mechanic on Elvarg. Oh my god, the iron crossbow's attack speed is so slow. I can't even heal in time. I don't think I can do it. I think I'm gonna have to teleport out. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna have to teleport out. Okay, I guess we're gonna try this again. Alright, you stand in melee range. That is way better. I'm really dumb. It's still actually going to be pretty damn close. I think I might get it. Elvarg is way less accurate at melee distance. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. Taken down with some barbed bolts. Pretty happy with that one. I hope the head doesn't disappear because I have no inventory spaces. And that is it. There is Dragon Slayer completed. 18,000 strength experience and 18,000 defense experience. That is an amazing reward. Considering my defense level is so low, that's going to help out a lot. Bring us up to 38 defense and 38 strength. That is amazing. As well as unlocking the rune plate body and more importantly, the green d'hide body. The only thing left to do now is buy the upgrade. We had to go ahead and earn a bit more money, but there we go. We have the green d'hide chaps. That is a pretty nice gear upgrade. Not only is it stronger, but very easy to obtain because it's in a store. We can just go ahead and buy it back whenever we need it, which is honestly pretty invaluable on an ultimate Ironman. The same thing for the green d'hide body, even though I probably don't want to be ditching it a lot because I'm really poor and it costs about 10,000 each. It's still easy to get back if I ever lose it or need to drop it for another reason. And there's another gear upgrade. That is the green d'hide set, minus the van braces that, oh man, I can't even wear it yet. How do I keep forgetting these things? Okay, I guess it's 40 defense for the bodies. Okay, well there we go. We got 40 defense on long-ranged mode quickly there. And that's all the defense levels we're going to need for a while, although getting more couldn't hurt. But there we go. We can now equip the d'hide body. Almost looking like a free-to-play boss, but we're still missing a few things here. Mainly the van braces, which we still need to do a few other glove upgrades for that. Next up here, I'm going to do another quest for Herblore experience. We're just trying to get all of the quests early game that give Herblore experience done. And another good one is the dig site. Also a bunch of mining experience, so happy with that one. I actually really hate this quest. It is very boring and just a lot of running. Also, I had to pan for the stupid opal for like a good 10 minutes. There it is, dig site completed. That is going to be almost level 40 mining. Great. That is a huge boost there. We only need one more mining level and then we can get the gem rock. And we got another 2,000 Herblore experience, giving us a few more levels. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this week's episode. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate it if you left the video a like. I want to apologize a bit for being terribly sick. Got sick halfway through this video, but anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.